What's going on, everybody? Back with a brand new Sports Takes video. And in this video, I am going to be talking about why I do not think the Nets will make it to the finals / win the finals, alright? Win the championship. I do not like their game plan. I do not like the trade that they did to get James Harden. I know I haven't covered that trade, so I'm going to cover the trade right now. So the trade was a 4-team trade. James Harden went to the Brooklyn Nets for pretty much, and the Nets gave up Caris LeVert and Jarrett Allen and a bunch of first-round picks to the Rockets. So Caris LeVert went to the Indiana Pacers. The Rockets got Victor Oladipo, and the Cavs got Jarrett Allen, and all they gave up was Taurean Prince and I believe a second-round pick. So that's pretty much a 4-team trade of what the trade was. And I think they gave up, the Nets gave up their 2021 first, which is this year, the 2023 first, the 2025 first, the 2026 first, and the 2027 first. So they gave up their future, to be honest. And their game plan, I guess, is to stack stars on the team and hope that it works. I do not like this trade for the Brooklyn Nets. I think if they had kept D'Lo, kept Caris, and kept all their young guys, I think they would be more successful than building all or going all in this year. And because Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving are all three 2022 free agents, so they couldn't just all leave in 2022, and that's a big possibility because I don't think the Nets will have enough money to bring all three of them back. So they have a big decision there. So I don't know why they made this trade. This was a horrible trade for them. The Cavs got a really good trade. They could build around Jarrett Allen if they do trade Andre Drummond, which I've heard some trade rumors for Andre Drummond. I can't wait to make that video. So Cavs came out of that trade very nice. All they have to give up is Taurean Prince and a second-round pick. And then the Indiana Pacers got a nice shooting guard, which was amazing. They pretty much got younger. And so they traded Victor Oladipo to the Houston Rockets, and they got Caris LeVert in return. That's great. They're both the same player. Just Caris LeVert is younger and has more potential than Victor Oladipo. We see what Victor Oladipo can do. We haven't seen all of what Caris LeVert can do. And if y'all didn't know, Caris LeVert had a mass in his kidney, so this trade kind of saved his life because they don't randomly do a physical on you just randomly during the season. They have to do a physical when they trade you, and during that physical they saw that Caris LeVert has a small mass in his kidney, so that thing or that trade might have saved his life. So that's pretty amazing. And then the Houston Rockets got a bunch of first-round picks and Victor Oladipo, which I think they are the winners of that trade. I still think that. I'm still on that. Like, the Nets are the losers and the Rockets are the winners. They have 4 new first-round picks and a Victor Oladipo. That's amazing. I think the only thing that would have been better if they had gotten Caris LeVert, that would have been better than Victor Oladipo because, like I just said, he's younger. We haven't seen all what Caris LeVert can do. We've seen what Victor Oladipo can do, but I still like Victor Oladipo on the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets, I still think, can make the playoffs. Y'all saw that from my Houston Rockets playoff hopes video. But now I'm going to talk about why the Nets won't win the finals. All right, Nets have Kyrie Irving, I like Kyrie Irving, but also I don't like Kyrie Irving. And the reason I don't like Kyrie Irving, he's just like an annoying player, and yeah, he's just an annoying player, and he's just not a good teammate. He is a horrible teammate. We saw, he's just not a good teammate. And the reason he's not a good teammate is because he pretty much said Kevin Durant is like the most clutch player, pretty much throwing a diss on LeBron James, which is pretty crazy. So he's pretty much saying Kevin Durant is more clutch than LeBron James. So that's kind of dumb and weird. But right now he is averaging 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. 5 assists for Kyrie Irving is pretty, for a point guard, is pretty bad. But James Harden's stats are, James Harden is averaging just 24.7 rebounds and 11 assists. That's more of a point guard stat than Kyrie's. The 7 rebounds is really good, but I think Kyrie is going to be the person that will go down in stats. I don't think he's going to like that, and I think the Nets just fit wise is not going to be good. Kevin Durant is averaging 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's pretty much Kyrie's numbers, the 5 assists, so that's pretty bad. But anyways, I think just the fit with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden is not good for their team. There's just not a good team fit at all. They're going to have some beef off and on the court when they get in a clutch situation, because when you have stars like that, all stars are going to want the ball in a clutch moment. They're going to want the fame. They're going to want the last shot, all right? So I don't know who will take the last shot. I don't know if Steve Nash just sits both of them down and says, like, Kevin Durant, you're taking the last shot, so we're just going to sit Kyrie and Harden down. I don't know, because if they do that, the team just has to double on Kevin Durant. It's game over. So I don't know how they're going to do that. They have a lot of figuring out to do of their team and their culture for the team. Comment down below if y'all think the Nets are going to win. A lot of people actually do think the Nets will make it to the finals. I'm not a big believer of that. They're all three ball dominant players, but it's just different with James Harden and Kyrie Irving because they're ball dominant and they're point guards. Both point guards that can bring up the ball. So if they bring up the ball, it's pretty much just game over if you're going to get the ball or not. So, and I feel bad for Spencer Dinwiddie because Spencer Dinwiddie can average and he has averaged like 18 points. But now with Kyrie Irving and all those people, he's averaging 6 points. And he's also hurt. But still, even before he got hurt, he was averaging 6 points, and that's not good for a player that can average 18. But anyways, comment down below what y'all think of the Nets and if they will make the finals. Thank you guys for watching the Sports Takes video. I'm out.